Hello, hello, this is Alicia from Quick and Delish, and I wanted to inspire you to focus on the opportunities and benefits today, or this month, going forward into May 2020. So we are sheltering in place for one more month through the month of May. And so what that means is we have a plan, right? So today is day 27 of the 33-day self-care is our best defense challenge. And so now that we're sheltering in place for another month, we got to figure out how we're going to strategize the time that we have, spending a little more time at home, right? And I know some of you parents with children and everything, it's a lot more challenging, and because I don't have kids. So I know that I'm not experiencing that level of challenge, and everybody has their own challenges, right? I mean, I'm visually impaired, so that's my challenge. Everybody has their challenge. And so taking this time as a way to reflect on how you want to live. How do you want to choose to live your life, right? Things are going to be different. We're not going to go back to the past, right? Because the past already happened. So things are going to be different moving forward. And we're going to find our new normal. Right now is a new normal. Tomorrow's a new normal. Next month is a new normal. In June is a new normal, right? And so don't be attached to the way of living or any way of living. You can choose what you do today in your environment, what you eat, how you exercise, how you react to stress in your life, right? How do you react to the things that are challenging in your life? And so focus on the opportunities and benefits. I like to call benefits bonuses, right? Good to focus on the bonuses of the experience, right? The bonuses of today. Like today was a super sunny day. It was awesome. Now it's a little overcasty looking. But anyway, like the sun came out. Awesome. Like those are the kinds of things that really light me up, because like sometimes it's overcast and it's kind of a little bit harder those days, right? Like when the sun's out, it's like, awesome. Thank you, sun, for coming out. And then like, thank you, moon, for showing off your awesomeness, right? And so I'm not trying to like cheerlead you through everything, because not everything is going to be awesome. But like, we don't have to make it so hard. We make a lot of things in our culture a big deal. And so I want you to focus this month, May. The theme of the month is make it happen. And you can certainly say it a little bit more sheep-like make it happen. So what are you going to make happen this month? What are you going to make happen this month? So I want you to write down in the comments what you're going to make happen. Like you want to exercise every day, and you can define exercise, and that could be like I'm going to make sure to go on 3 10-minute walks every day for the next 3 days, right? There's 30 days in April. There's 3 more days to April. So the next 33, 34 days, whatever, you want to walk 10 minutes 3 times a day. That's totally doable, right? And so what do you want to do? What do you want? Do you want to do some, create some new recipes? What do you want to do? Just think about, make a plan for, and what do you want to do, right? So think about the things that challenge you normally in life. Sorry, I'm going between looking at 2 different sides of the device because the camera's in a different place than I normally put it on. That's why I'm having a hard time focusing on where the camera is, because I'm Alicia. So how do you want to do things differently moving forward, as you know, we're able to go to restaurants more, all those kinds of things, right? So think about what challenges you in terms of your health and like your health, right? What makes it so that your focus on your health is taken away, right? Is it stress? Is it oftentimes it's stress, but oftentimes it could be social events, right? So sometimes people drink more alcohol or eat more food when they're socializing, right? So how do you approach those occasions in the future? I'm just saying, I'm planting seeds for thinking about how you'll do things differently in the future, right? And that's how you change behaviors, by like reflecting on what you did and then thinking about how you can modify. And then how do you protect those new habits by embedding them in your life and having like a built-in response. So if you're confident and you make a decision in advance before going out to dinner or before going over to somebody's home that cooks like really good food, and you know you usually always overeat, you make a decision beforehand, like how much you're gonna eat or your strategy, whatever your strategy is. And then that reduces the stress of the situation. You just made the decision. Once you make a decision, you're good, right? Okay, in June, we're gonna go to Greece, and we're gonna, I don't know, check out some certain places that are interesting. I don't know anything about Greece. I've never been. I'd like to go. On the list, I just said out loud to the public online internet that I'm going to go to Greece. It's going to happen. I don't know when. Certainly not in the next couple months. Okay. You know, when you make a choice about going on vacation, when you make a choice about certain things, like I'm going to X, right? How are you going to make it happen? So what are the steps? How are you going to make it happen? But then like the difference between vacation and then behavior change for life is you got to keep going. You got to keep going. You got to throw wood on the fire of the motivation and keep going, because you care about your health and you want to prioritize how you want to live. You are number one. Remember, you're number one. Okay, that's a little bit about how I'm going to stay focused the next month during shelter in place by staying focused on the opportunities and the benefits and the bonuses during this time. The bonuses, people. Focus on the bonuses. What can you do now? What do you enjoy right now? And then that'll help you as time progresses, right? The other thing I wanted to share. I'm taking this time to write an e-cookbook and eventually publish a physical hard copy, which I think would be awesome. Okay, so the e-cookbook, right? So I'm going to, I'll be able to share with you a sneak peek into the cookbook in the next month or so. And so you'll have sort of like an insight into what, a snapshot of what it's going to look like and what it's going to include. It's not just going to be a cookbook. It's going to be a system and structure for meal planning, as well as how to think about the whole behavior change aspect, which I think is going to be super awesome. I'm super excited to comb my recipes and ideas that I have that are in my head and like in my apartment, in my computer, and make something that puts together a resource that's actually helpful, because that's my like top favorite 3 things in the world, is to help people make change in their life. And small little switches, like little light switches, right? Like how can you just be like, oh, that's not so hard. Like that's what I want, right? That's what I want for me. It's like more little small things that are like, oh wow, that's not so hard. And remember, anytime we do something new, it feels like, oh, it's gonna be hard. Oh, it's gonna be hard. But then when we do it, every time we do something new, we're like, oh, that wasn't that hard. How can we remember the notion that anytime we do something new, we have no idea what we're doing? Of course it feels hard. Of course it's going to feel new. Of course there might be some fear, right, of the unknown. But on the other side, it is always easier than we think. Always easier. Let's village up and remember that. If we remember that forever, I think we'll be in good shape. Okay, that's it for me for day 27 of the 33 days. Self-care is our best defense challenge, because we're number 1. Remember to look in your mirror and say, I love you. And I say I love you to the camera, and that's me looking in the mirror, because I'm looking at myself right now. And so just know that one of these days I'll remember when I'm actually looking in the mirror and just say, I love you. Love you, Alicia. You say I love you yourself in the mirror. Okay, right there. That's you right there. Okay. That's me signing out. That's Alicia. Until next time, toodaloo, toodaloo, toodaloo.